Yeah, the best part of that was when it went, yeah, and finished.
Did you hate that, Louie?
Oh, you did beautifully, Nigel. I mean, hate is a strong word, but this might be more damning. I was bored.
What a great song, Louie. What a great song that was.
I mean, but do you really think that?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounded, some of those chords sounded off.
Sounded off?
Is a discord, is that a thing? When you go...
Dissonant chords.
And it's kind of like...
A discord.
Is that a discord?
Well, discordant, yeah, you could say.
Yeah. That didn't sound very precise to me.
You didn't like that?
Well, I mean, I don't know if we're going to keep this bit in, but when the moth attacked... Well, I mean, listeners, you might be pleased to hear the moth survived and was flying around, and I was more interested in like helping it out the window
didn't you? Yeah.
than listening to that tune.
Who do you think the artist was?
Steely Dan.
Nope.
What? God, I thought I'd learned something from...
Donald Fagen from Steely Dan.
There we go.
So you were wrong.
So is this what we're doing now? So you just play me tunes, and when you find one that I don't like, then you just play me more by the same artist.
Oh, there are lots of Steely Dan, so we've discussed this. There's loads that you'd like. But that's another story.
Okay. Well, I suppose I did warm to... I've listened back to the podcast, the previous...
Yeah.
Where we listened to Steely Dan. I have warmed to it a bit.
See, I knew you would. I knew you would, Louie.
When you explain the lyrics about...
Well, the lyrics in this are great. In fact, one of the reasons I played this as well, do you remember the music video I did to I've Been Thinking?
I've been thinking... But was that in the radio station?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was based on this song. The music video. Not
derivative.
Not the song, not my song.
Not the music, okay.
Well, the song, the lyrics had nothing to do with this, but the music video.
Yep. There's a wonderful shot in that music video of you smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
And clearly you've never smoked a cigarette in
Well,
your life.
you can say that.
Virtually.
I think I did a good job. I have. I smoked in the Bill Hicks video with the Foxes, so... Fuck you, Louie. Fuck you.
Smoking's not cool, kids. Smoking's not cool.
Although I made it look pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, so not like the lyrics about that? Washed up DJ having to deal with crazy callers. Like there's one bit thing where he's talking to the caller that you say there's a race of men in the trees. Thanks for calling.
Oh, right. I missed
So he's there dealing with all these people, but then, he's also, the main thing he's battling though is his own loneliness and regret.
I mean, no wonder you did a music video based on that. I mean, that's like your
Yeah,
life,
exactly.
isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Loneliness and regret of Nigel Thomas.
Doesn't really work with me, Louie. It works with you. And those other lyrics, look, there's that the middle eight where it goes, you never believe it, but once there was a time when love was in my life. I sometimes wonder what happened to that flame. The answer's still the same. It was you. It was
Lucy
you.
the lesbian, wasn't it?
She was a nice girl.
But she never...
Yeah.
Once there was love, but
there was never
did
love.
a knock and run. And
there was never love.
Okay. The lyric that I take offence to is the one where it went music, sweet music, and I was like, no, it's not.
Oh dear. This is good because it just shows how far you still have to go, Louie.
It's more
we've only had 5 or 6. This is the 6th session, the 6th help session for you.
Music.
This
therapy.
is your 6th dose of treatment.
Well, at least I've learned. At least I was like, right, so it was Steely Dan then. So I've learned something.
Well, you recognised his voice. He's got a quite a distinctive voice, but still, you get a point for that.
It sounded like Muzak, sweet Muzak, background music. I was imagining this, like Cagney and Lacey, or one of those sort of like 70s type cop shows or something. The music they play over a montage, right, and it's just basically something to play while they're like going from A to B or something.
Yeah.
But not really the focus of what you're focusing on. It's just sort of background.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Like background where you're letting a moth out, but I wouldn't really sort of sit and focus on it.
Yeah.
Listen to it. But you would.
Oh yeah. Again, it's something with repeat listens, I think. It's not everyone's taste, but then not everyone's got good taste.
Are you referring to me?
It's no, not at all. The 1982 album, The Night Fly, is one of the first digital albums. It was one of the first albums to have a drum machine. They had to build one. It was...
was it one of the first ones to have a Casio
31
keyboard?
musicians.
31 musicians?
No, it didn't have a Casio keyboard.
I mean, it did sound like one of the first... someone's just bought their first Casio keyboard and they're going ding, ding, ding. Like there was some random chords in there. Like, no.
Wow.
They're like just out... Discords even.
Yeah.
Oh, not for me. But you know what I'm wondering is, am I just like a grumpy old man, and
Yes.
and I need to like open my, be more open to new music. Like, are we all suffering that? Because isn't there that thing that when you get older, you just only listen to the tunes that
definitely.
you grew up with, and so
Yeah,
maybe
I mean,
that's
the same for me.
Okay,
I'd say.
Well, how did you
to
get
a
into...
much lesser extent, but the same.
Well, how did you get into this? Because this is from before you were born.
Well, I think primarily for my dad. This.
Right.
I do prefer Steely Dan stuff to this particular album. But this has been such a lauded album, and famously they use this to test stereo systems and PA systems and stuff because it's just so well produced and put together and has such a crystal clear sound that it's the sort of benchmark for testing hi-fis and whatnot, musical gear.
Well, that's the best thing you can say about it, really, isn't it? The benchmark for testing hi-fis.
There's other great albums we'll have to listen to. I think there's some of his later albums you'd like more. But did you hate it, Louie? Did you hate it?
Let's say yes. Let's say I hate it.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Brilliant. Here is another song, Louie. You're not going to like this one. You will hate it. Get your hate sack and get ready to splurge it everywhere.
Okay. I'm looking for
That sounds weird, but accurate. Here we go.